Coach, you said this team has a will to win, down 15 early, completely turn things around. What did this one take?
Well, you have to give them credit. They came out and they were taking shots about 6-7 feet behind the line and making them. Cam had 13 early points. We did. I told him in the timeouts, no panic. We're going to come back in this game. Our defense will hold true. Our conditioning will hold true, and they did.
33 points from Zubie, career high. How impressed were you with his performance tonight?
I was impressed with him the whole night, but also our guys getting him the ball. Last night we did not get him the ball, and that's why he didn't play real well, because our guys didn't get him the ball.
11-0 at the Garden this season. The most wins. I know you don't want to talk about the past and the numbers. Most wins here since 1959. How fitting is it that their last game at the Garden this season is in the championship of this tournament?
It's going to be awesome. Whoever wins that game, it's going to be an awesome night for us, and we're looking forward to it.
Zubie, you set a St. John's Big East tournament record with 33 points. I think you also had the most points in the Big East tournament semifinal since Kemba Walker in 2011. Can you just describe what tonight felt like for you, having that kind of a game?
It was just an amazing feeling, and I got it going early. And I just want to thank my coaching staff and my teammates for putting me in a position to be successful. They told me to come out and be a lot more aggressive than I did last game, and that's exactly what I did. So I just want to give all the props to them, and Coach P does a great job of just challenging us to be better every single game, and now it's on to the championship game, and we look forward to it.
All right, we're staying in the middle, Kevin.
Zubie, from where you were from like an individual standpoint at this time last season to what you did tonight, can you kind of just wrap your mind around it and see how far that you've come in 365 days?
Man, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride. Last year didn't go as planned. We wanted to be in this moment. We wanted to, go into the NCAA tournament, and this year we're putting ourselves in a great position to do that. And individually, I knew I had a bigger role this year, and a role to fill. Backing up Joel, and I just want to thank Coach P. I want to thank the staff for preparing me for these moments, like I said, and all the player development sessions and the amount of time that I put in, on the court, off the court, to be able to do things that I did tonight.
Right here in front.
Coach, you just heard Zubie talk about the growth from last year to this year. To see that pay off in a stage like this, a career night, just how do you kind of put it into words what that means to you?
When Zubie came in, I put him through a hard player development session. First thing I noticed is he never complained about the drills. He went through it, and then he shot the ball really well. And I said to his dad, I said, I got myself a hell of a player here. He said, well, I'm telling everybody Zubie can shoot. And I said, well, Zubie can do a lot of things, but every coach wants to have a player like him. Selfless, just cares about the team. You get blessed in coaching. I'm coaching 50 years. There are very few Zubies that come along that just think about the team. Whether he scores 33 or 3, it's all about the team. Every time out, he's saying something positive to the guys. And we're lucky. We got him back again. And we're lucky to have him. He's our captain.
Right in front.
Both of you guys. Sean Miller said about playing St. John's, the relentless pressure eventually breaks you down. And when you guys were down early in this game, I leaned back on his comments and said, that's no problem. They'll be back. And you guys just were attacking the ball all game long. I want you to tell me, do you think about that? Like, do you say, hey, we got this game, even when you're down?
The way we practice, we've been through it. We know we can. We knew it was going to be a 40-minute game. We knew they was going to make their runs, and we just keep telling each other like stay positive. Our captain Zubie encouraged us every huddle, every time out. Just stay positive, keep getting stops.
I think it's just like you said, the way we practice and our identities, is on defense. It starts on defense, and our willingness to win every single game. We pretty much everybody on this team, hates losing Coach P the most. So we just love these types of moments, and whatever we're down 15 or up, we stay level-headed, and just do whatever it takes to win, like I said.
Right here in the end. Okay, go ahead.
Aaron, I saw you nodding there as Coach was talking about Zubie's leadership in the huddles during the timeouts and whatnot. Can you tell me what he said that got you guys going, or what?
He keeps us going all the time, whether it's bad or good. He stays solid. He never gets too low, never gets too high. He stays sane, and that's what we need each and every game, and that's what he brings.
Right here in front.
Yeah. What are your overall impressions about the way the team was able to get it together in the second half after being done by 15 in the first, Scott?
Say that again? My fault.
So what are your overall impressions about the way the team has been able to get it together?
Just staying together. We knew it was going to take all 40 minutes, and we knew we was just going to have to stay together through their runs and through our runs, and that's what we did.
All right, right over here in the green.
Coach, a lot will be made of Zuby's 33 points, and rightfully so, but could you also speak to just the impact he had closing off on dribble drives and his impact being able to defend multiple positions?
Yeah, Zuby's getting better. We talked about his stance all day. He's getting better and better defensively. The good thing about him is he just has so much more growth. By the end of the summer, I want him to be a knockdown shooter, play some power forward as well. He has the ability because he has a very good-looking shot. He's improved his passing. Tonight, when you look at it, they're a really good team. They have 6 assists and 17 turnovers to our 17 assists and 11 turnovers. That's huge. So we did a terrific job of switching, matching up. Our coaches did a fabulous job of preparing with very little time. They paid us strict attention. But most proud of is they all got Zubie the ball. We ran some plays where we thought they would play behind him, and he got the ball, but they got him the ball. So Kadari's very good at that. The whole team's very good at that. He made some great loose ball situations with a really sore thumb at the end of the game, just dug in. Awesome young men. I tell you, people keep saying to me, what about this year? What about this year is I've been so blessed to have such nice young men that I'm coaching. That's, to me, is worth more than anything else. I'm very, very lucky.
Going right here in the middle.
Zubie, yesterday 4 points, and then today, obviously, you explode. You had 17 and 12 against Marquette the last time out. Coach just talked about the team making a concerted effort of getting you the ball today. How was it with your mindset after yesterday having an off game by your standards, but then today kind of turning it on and getting back to the way that you've been playing for most of the year?
I just leave the past in the past. Obviously I didn't. Play to the level of my play and to the standard that coach and everybody expects of me, and so I just like I said I just came out more aggressive today, and I was able to, my teammates were able to find me in situations where I could be successful, and it really paid off, and I'm really proud of how we stuck it through the entire night. When we're playing off each other and when everybody is really locked in defensively. We're a really scary team, and I'm really just, like I said, just so proud of each and every one of us for how we stepped up today.